Every egg cell you will ever have was formed before you were born. Not one has been made since. Which sounds like a closed door. It is not, because an egg cell does not go from waiting to released overnight. Welcome to CellFresco. We believe something very simple. Every cell has a healing food. Today we are following the most misunderstood window in human biology, the one that opened roughly 90 days before ovulation. Now the story. Here is what is true. Your egg cells were formed during fetal development and have been held in a paused state ever since. That part cannot change. But here is what almost nobody explains. An egg cell spends most of its life doing nothing. Then, in the months before it is released, everything around it comes alive. The follicle surrounding that egg cell grows. Granulosa cells multiply around it by the thousand. Fluid fills the space. Blood vessels reach toward it. A support system is built from scratch. That build takes roughly 90 days, and it is built new every cycle from whatever your body has available at the time. So the egg cell is old. The environment that prepares it is not. That is the window. Problem 1. The power supply inside your egg cells has been running a long time. An egg cell contains more mitochondria than any other cell in the human body. Somewhere in the region of 100,000 of them. It needs them. Mitochondria power the division that separates the chromosomes correctly, and they fuel the first days of embryo development before any other energy source exists. Over years of waiting, those mitochondria accumulate oxidative wear. Research consistently associates mitochondrial function with egg cell quality, and it is one of the clearest reasons quality shifts with age. The healing food, olive oil. Polyphenols in extra virgin olive oil may help support mitochondrial health during the months the follicle is developing, including the mitochondria inside your egg cells. Observational research has linked closer adherence to a Mediterranean-style pattern in which olive oil is central, with better outcomes in fertility treatment settings. This is association rather than proof of cause, and the pattern as a whole may matter more than any single component of it. Your action. Use extra virgin olive oil as your main cooking and dressing fat. Problem 2. Your granulosa cells are the delivery system, and insulin can disrupt them. An egg cell cannot feed itself. It is fed by granulosa cells, which surround it in layers and pass nutrients directly across into the egg cell through microscopic channels. Everything that reaches your egg cell during those 90 days passes through granulosa cells first. Those granulosa cells carry insulin receptors. In insulin resistance, where insulin levels are often chronically elevated, research indicates their normal function is disrupted, and the environment they create around the egg cell changes with it. The healing food, lentils. As a low-glycemic, fiber-rich food, lentils help support steadier blood sugar and insulin responses, which are the conditions granulosa cells work best in. Observational studies have associated diets higher in slowly digested plant protein and fiber with better ovulatory function. The evidence here is population level rather than a controlled trial, so treat this as supportive rather than settled. Your action. Lentils 3 or 4 times a week in soups, stews, or salads. Problem 3. The build needs raw materials and one is consistently short. Across those 90 days, cells are dividing rapidly. Granulosa cells multiply. DNA is copied over and over. Folate is central to that copying process. It is one of the few nutrients where preconception intake is standard medical guidance rather than a matter of debate. The healing food, leafy greens. Spinach, rocket, and similar greens supply folate, which the rapidly dividing granulosa cells around your egg cell draw on continuously. Worth being precise about the evidence. Folate before conception is very well established for reducing neural tube defects. Its effect on egg cell quality specifically is supported more by mechanism and observational data than by direct trials. Many people are also advised to take a folic acid supplement before conception, and food does not replace that advice. Your action. A serving of leafy greens most days. The protocol. 3 foods, 3 signals, 1 better supported window. Olive oil. May help support the mitochondria inside your egg cells. Lentils. Support steadier insulin, which supports the granulosa cells that feed your egg cell. Leafy greens. supplies the folate, rapidly dividing granulosa cells draw on through the whole build. What to eliminate or at least reduce? Smoking, the most consistent finding in this field. Smoking is repeatedly associated with reduced ovarian reserve and poorer egg cell quality, and the effect appears to be dose-related. Trans fats. Large observational studies have associated higher trans fat intake with increased risk of ovulatory infertility. The proposed route runs through insulin sensitivity and inflammation, the same two pressures that disrupt granulosa cells. Choose unsaturated fats from foods like olive oil, nuts, and fish instead. Heavy alcohol intake. Regular heavy drinking is associated with reduced fertility, and alcohol affects the hormonal signaling that granulosa cells respond to throughout the 90-day build. CellFresco bonus. One extracellular signal. Today the bonus is movement. Regular moderate activity improves insulin sensitivity, which is the same lever that shapes how well granulosa cells function around your egg cell. It also supports blood flow, and every nutrient reaching a developing follicle arrives through the circulation. Not intense training, consistent movement, walking counts. The closing. You've probably been told your egg cells are as old as you are. That part is true, but the follicle that prepares one for release is built fresh, over roughly 90 days out of whatever your body has to work with at the time. Olive oil is not simply a fat. It may help support the mitochondrial environment your egg cells depend on. Lentils are not simply a legume. They are a steadier signal to the granulosa cells feeding them. 90 days does not decide an outcome. Fertility involves both partners, and persistent difficulty conceiving deserves proper medical assessment rather than another change to your diet. But the window is real, and it opens again every cycle. Food is a language. Every meal is a message. Every cell is listening. Every bite is a conversation with your cells. Every habit sends another cellular signal. Every day is another opportunity to change the conversation. Every cell has a healing food. If this episode changed how you understand that window, subscribe to CellFresco. Next time on CellFresco. Sperm cells renew, egg cells wait. But neither one decides when anything happens. That instruction comes from somewhere else entirely. Keep healing, keep thriving.